The Self-Issue Permits program allows certified carriers to issue their own single-trip over-dimension permits without prior analysis by ODOT staff. This video covers the addition of pilot vehicles, primarily for over-width loads. This video has several references to Route Map 2, and a separate video is available on the use of that map. Also, in the examples mentioned later in this video, the colors on Route Map 2 were accurate at the time this video was made. Before we get into some specific examples of pilot vehicle requirements, some things to consider. Pilot vehicles may be required based on the width and overall length. The charts on Attachment 82A for non-divisible loads or Attachment 75A for mobile homes and modular units should be referenced for specific information. A front pilot vehicle with height pole is required when the height is over 14 feet 6 inches, unless a height declaration is on file. This declaration means that a front pilot vehicle is not required for height alone. The Self-Issue Permits program application will automatically require a front pilot vehicle with a height pole if a declaration is not on file. When keying the pilot vehicle information, always indicates the worst case scenario first, then specify where the pilot vehicles are required. The examples that follow will demonstrate this. The first example we will look at is a load 11 feet wide from Molalla to Eugene. The route is Oregon 211 westbound to Woodburn, then a small section of Oregon 214 westbound to I-5 southbound. If you look at the pilot vehicle chart on Attachment 82A for 11 feet wide, you will see the pilot vehicle requirements. Oregon 211 is a purple route on Route Map 2, so a front pilot vehicle is required on that highway at this width. Oregon 214 and I-5 are green routes on Route Map 2, so no pilot vehicles are required on those routes at those dimensions. The worst case scenario is to check a front pilot vehicle for 2-lane highways, no pilot vehicles required on 4-lane highways, and specify exactly where the front pilot vehicle is required. In this example, it is on Oregon 211 only. Alternatively, you can key See Above for pilot vehicle requirements on entire route, but that will mean a front pilot is required on all 2-lane highways, regardless of the color designation on Route Map 2. The second example will be similar, except that the load is now 13 feet wide. The combination is still traveling from Molalla to Eugene. The route is still Oregon 211 westbound to Woodburn, then a small section of Oregon 214 westbound to I-5 southbound. If you look at the pilot vehicle chart on Attachment 82A for 13 feet wide, you will see the pilot vehicle requirements. Oregon 211 is a purple route on Route Map 2, so front and rear pilot vehicles are required on that highway at this width. Oregon 214 is a green route on Route Map 2, so a front pilot vehicle is required on 2-lane sections. By definition, I-5 is a multi-lane highway, so no pilot vehicles are required at these dimensions. The worst case scenario is to check front and rear pilot vehicles for 2-lane highways, no pilot vehicles required on 4-lane highways, and specify exactly where the front and rear pilot vehicles are required. In this example, front and rear pilot vehicles are required on Oregon 211 only, while a front pilot vehicle is required on any other 2-lane highway. As a side note, it is acceptable to require more pilot vehicles than are necessary on a self-issued permit, but keep in mind that it is a permit violation to not have the number and placement of pilot vehicles as required by the permit. In summary, adding the appropriate pilot vehicle requirements to a self-issued permit may be a challenge, but is necessary to participate in the program.